Finally, this evening, the South African rand fell to a two-week low of 18.6 per USD following the delay of Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana's annual budget speech, a rare occurrence in 3 decades. Additionally, the postponement stems from the Democratic Alliance's refusal to support a budget with a proposed VAT increase. Meanwhile, South Africa's fiscal challenges are compounded by weak growth, rising debt, and global uncertainties. Stock market analyst Mshima Gama shares today's market results.
Interesting times in our politics. Now, we have been waiting with bated breath on this infamous budget speech that was supposed to be delivered today and has now been postponed for the 12th of March 2025. Now, the reason for the postponement is because of an impasse between DA and ANC, with the DA unquestionably disputing the intended tax hikes, particularly the 2% hike in VAT from 15% to 17%. It's the first time in democratic South Africa that a budget speech has been delayed in the past 30 years. So, of course, it's going to send panic waves in the currency market with our rand. The reason for the increase is because they want to fund the wage bill for public servants, as well as just fix our crippled railway system. Now, a wage bill is just simply total amount of wages paid by an established institution. In this case, it would be government paying civil servants, which includes nurses, doctors, teachers, or just any frontline workers of the community. They also want to increase social grants. Now, a budget speech for any country is perhaps the most important government document because it impacts the economy at large, as well as the everyday lives of the citizens of the country. For investors, it's a way of them seeing what the balance sheet of the country is looking like, which is also a critical tool in shaping economic policies, as well as knowing what government priorities are. In this instance, investors were looking to gain clues on what the coalition government's their fiscal policies are, how they're looking to tackle debt, as well as the economic reforms. We saw the rand weaken at the back of this news by 1.5% from 1832 to 1856, and the government bond markets experienced one of the greatest sell-offs, one of the biggest sell-offs rather. With the all-share index, to be honest, it just pulled back marginally, but still retained its upward momentum. So let's see what happens. It's very clear that this delay will test the marriage between the marriage in the DNU, and hopefully they'll come up with a resolution that will be positive for us consumers. Because to be honest, standard of living is really, really expensive, and we could do with some kind of respite.